Hi friends, Rope Slut Emily here. Since we're all stuck indoors due to this ridiculous pandemic thing that's going on and keeping us all at home alone, and since I can't teach classes and I'm missing being able to show you all of the fun things that I've learned, I thought I would do a little video and see how it goes and teach you a thing that I just learned that I'm really excited about. Because I think I'm not the only person that is doing a lot of self-tying right now, because I'm not quarantined with someone that I do rope with, so you gotta find interesting ways to tie yourself up. But one of the big problems about tying yourself up and trying to make it actually feel real is tying your hands up. And I just learned a really cool method in a class from IPCookieMonster on FetLife, or her name is SlutPHD on Instagram. She taught this really cool, really easy thing that she said was perfectly okay to share with the world. So, here's the magic. It's a pre-tied double handcuff. And then you just go like this, and ta-da! It actually feels like real bondage, like my hands are tied up. But I can totally free myself at any moment. Okay, so let's learn the completely ridiculously easy way to do this. Okay. I'm having a hard time getting out of it. That's how real it is. Okay, so we're going to start with a 15-foot piece of rope. And it's going to be different depending on how big your body is, how flexible you are, how far you want to put your arms back. But it's going to take a little bit of experimentation to find what parts of the rope work for you and how far. So, we don't have anything else going on, so you can experiment, measure. So we don't want to tie this around our wrist because we need the cuff to be a little bit bigger than our wrists. So the part of my body that's a little bit bigger than my wrists, enough that I can wiggle my hand out of that cuff, is this part of my foot. So I'm just going to tie a simple single column tie. And if you don't know how to do a simple single column tie, I'm not going to teach that here, but I will link to one in wherever I end up posting this video so that you can learn that. So I'm doing it off camera because I don't have any fancy camera work here. So just tied a simple single column tie on that part of my foot. I'm going to take it off and I'm going to test. Yep, if I wiggle in there. Alright, I got my single column tie on the bite end of my rope. So now I have the running end of my rope and I'm going to start measuring. So I'm only semi-flexible in the shoulders. So if I wanted my arm to be about this far back, I can measure to my shoulder, right about there, and then I'm going to work my finger back like an inch and a half, maybe 2. And then I'm going to start here again, just tying on the bottom of my foot. And this time I'm going to do a cuff on a running end. And once again, doing it off camera because I'm sneaky, but I will post a video for how to tie that in the notes here. So just bear with me while I tie this on my foot like a totally normal person. Okay, now I have the second cuff. I'm going to sneak my hand in there, and then I'm going to see how my measurement went. And I got it. Yep, perfect. So now both my hands are tied. I can wiggle around. I'm not going to wiggle myself loose. If I laid down on this, I wouldn't be able to move my hands very much, and that would be fun and restrictive. And it's totally safe. My problem with a lot of the way that I've seen people doing self-ties at home is that a lot of people, like me, don't have a person that they're doing rope with, so they're just self-suspending and tying themselves up in predicaments without anybody to show up and help them out. And that's not in my risk profile. If it's in yours, good for you. Please let somebody know what you're doing so that no one has to find your suspended body. But this is totally easy. You're not going to get stuck in this. You're not putting yourself in danger. You can wiggle yourself out at any time. and it feels completely restrictive and like real bondage. So yeah, it's my new favorite thing. I hope you like it.